are the Birch Buddies, and this is a summary of our civic engagement project, where we documented the accessibility of outdoor spots. We did this because everyone should have the opportunity to experience nature. Civic engagement is defined as making a positive impact within a community. We begin with gratitude for nearby waters and lands. We recognize these lands and waters as important relations with which we are all interconnected and depend on to sustain life and well-being. As an active first step toward decolonization, we encourage you to learn more about the native nations whose homelands UMass Amherst now resides on, and the indigenous homelands on which you live and work. We also invite you to deepen your relationship to these living lands and waters.
Birdability was founded in 2021 and seeks to keep the outdoors accessible to everyone by helping to ensure those with disabilities can still enjoy the same experiences as everybody else. This is done by introducing people to birding, finding or creating accessible locations to watch birds, and creating a welcoming environment. We set out to review several sites that are not listed on the Birdability map. Our first stop was the steep trail on the Connecticut River Valley Conservation Area. The first thing we noted was that the stairs leading to the conservation area were incredibly difficult for anyone with mobility issues to access. As we went along the trail, we saw many sets of stairs and slippery surfaces like loose dirt, and this was definitely the least accessible trail that we visited.
Next, we traveled to Mount Tom, where we decided to check out the Goat Peak Trail, a trail that we thought from the outside would be accessible with a paved surface. We soon found out that the pavement was cracked and had loose rocks and potholes, which would make it really difficult to traverse for anyone with a mobility issue. Goat's Peak Trail also had a road closure gate in front of it, making it hard for anyone with a wheelchair to navigate around or through into the trail.
Another trail we visited on Mount Tom was the Bray Loop Trail. This was more accessible than Goat's Peak, but still not the most accommodating. It featured a variety of rocks and roots poking up from the dirt and was relatively narrow, making it challenging for someone in a wheelchair to complete the trek and pass others while doing so.
Next, we went to the Norwottuck Rail Trail. This was the most accessible trail we visited. The surfaces were smooth and paved, and the boardwalks were well kept and sturdy. The beginning of the trail featured a bridge that went over the Connecticut River. Overall, this has been a very eye-opening experience for all of us. None of us truly understood just how inaccessible many places can be for others. According to the state of Massachusetts, less than 10% of the state's thousands of trails are accessible to all. That means 9 out of 10 trails are inaccessible, which was one reason we decided on this project. It was enriching to help make the outdoors accessible to everyone. Environmental leadership is the way we can give back to our planet, and it has been a rewarding experience to contribute to that effort.